What is up, YouTube? I've got this 3rd gen Wi-Fi battle for you guys, and this time it is versus Red, some guy that I recently found, and he wanted to battle, so I battled him. So I lead off with my Ninja, he leads off with the Pikachu, and this is not a good match for me, so I'm going to switch out and go into my Melted to take the hit, because I know I can take the hit like a beast. So he goes for the Thunderbolt, because I predicted that, and it does quite a lot, which means I know that Pikachu is holding a light ball. A light ball, there we go, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so the next turn he goes for the Iron Tail, and I'm like, come on, he has Iron Tail? What is this? But I go for my Thunder Wave because Pikachu needs to be paralyzed, because Pikachus are fast and they need to be slowed down. So I paralyze Pikachu. Now he's slower than my Regice, and my Regice is going to go for Ice Beam and easily take out his Pikachu with one hit because I'm cool like that. So Regice took out a Pikachu, and yeah, so he goes to a Flareon. So I was thinking, because most of these things are choice banded in the 3rd generation, so I switch out and I go into my Slack King just to take the hit, because even if it did go for like HP fighting or something, I would have probably been able to live and get a Hyper Beam off or something. So I go for the Hyper Beam this turn and I miss, and he goes for the Overheat this turn and he misses. So now I'm going to be slacking off for a turn, so he could do anything to me, like Will-O-Wisp or switch out, get a free switch or something. So I'm loafing around this turn. He goes for the Overheat and he misses, which is good for me, because if he did hit, I would have been kind of screwed up. So I go for a Shadow Ball this turn because I don't want to miss with the Hyper Beam. The Hyper Beam would have killed. He goes for the Overheat this turn and he doesn't miss because, yeah, he gets the special defense drop, and I'm pro because I live that Overheat. So I'm going to switch out because I want to save my Slack King. So I go into my Miss Pokefan because Pro just take the hit if just in case he went for a fire move, and he doesn't go for a fire move. He goes for a hidden power, which does quite a lot. So I'm going to switch out. I think no, I stay in. I go for the Amnesia, but he goes into a Mew, which happens to be an Uber, and I hate Ubers. So yeah, this is pretty much being what I can't say that because that's a bad word. So I'm trying to keep this over here, you know, clean. So I switch out. I go into my Jolteon this to take the hit because Muse can learn anything, and he happens to have Thunderbolt. So next turn I go for a substitute, and I think he misclicked and went for a Thunderbolt, and I get all my HP back, which is good for me, but not good for him. So I go for a Thunderbolt the next turn, and it takes him down. Doesn't even do half, but he goes for a substitute, which is good for me because now he has less HP and can't take hits that like a beast. So he goes for a Focus Punch this turn, and that was weird because this Mew has Thunderbolt, Substitute, and Focus Punch. So this is like a Sub Punch Thunderbolt Mew or something like that, and whatever his last move is, I have no idea. So I'm going to go for another Thunderbolt because I know I'm faster and I could take out the Mew in the next hit. But he goes into a Swampert, which I did not see coming. So Swampert's going to be a beast, and I'm going to be forced to switch out. And I go into my Ninja because I'm predicting the Earthquake because I predict stuff like a beast. So he goes for the Earthquake like I predicted, and I beast on him. So I go for a substitute this turn just to try to set up on him, but he carries the Ice Beam, so that sucks for me, and I'm going to have to switch out and go into, well, I'm not going to switch out, I'm going to baton pass that on to something else. So I have +1 speed, I'm going to baton pass that onto my Dusclops because I was stupid and I thought even after +1 speed I could outspeed a Swampert with his Dusclops, but it turns out I cannot, and I fail at life. So I go for a Mean Look, just lock it in. If I was faster, this Dusclops would have worked much better, but I'm not. So I go for the Mean Look, so now he's locked in and he can't escape now. So I'm gonna go for Confuse Ray the next turn, Well, I think he goes for another earthquake. Yes, yes, he goes for another earthquake, and the earthquake does nothing once again. So I confuse his Swampert, and all I have to do is hope for hacks, and that would be good for me. But you know, I don't get what I want, and he hits me with the ice beam, and that doesn't take me out, which means that was bad play on his part, because now I get to rest it up and get my 222 HP back up, and that's a multiple of 3. And I need to use 3 more often, and if you don't know who 3 is, you must check out the other videos and whatnot. So anyway, my thing is sleep, and he went for muddy water and he missed, which was good for me because I got to burn off 1 turn of sleep, and I'm sleep again, but he hits the second one, so he goes for earthquake this turn, which sucks for me because now I have low HP and I wake up this turn and I went for the curse. And what curse does on a ghost Pokemon is it inflicts a curse upon the Pokemon that I use it on, and I cut down my HP. It really doesn't matter how much HP, but if you have a lot, you live. If you don't, you die. But he still gets the curse. So anyway, yeah, this is what curse does. It constantly takes HP away. So I go into my Slack King. I go for the slack off because why wouldn't I go for slack off? I get almost all my HP back, and that is good for me. He goes for earthquake, and I think it does nothing. Yeah, it does absolutely nothing. So I'm pretty much being a beast. So with my leftovers, I'm back to green HP, and I could go for nothing because I have to slack off every other turn. So that is like not good for me. So I'm going to just be slacking off after he makes his move, I think. Yeah. So I'm loafing around, and he goes for that ice beam, and I'm like, bro, can't chill me down because I'm like pro and I'm like cool and all that other nonsense. So he's getting inflicted by the curse. If I went for the Shadow Ball this turn, I would have been able to beast on him with slacking some more. But you know, stupid things happen. So he goes for the Endeavor this turn, which I did not see coming, and the Endeavor takes me down 79 HP, which means he has 79 HP, and that means I am stupid. So the curse inflicts him again, and he goes down to 1 HP. And I make the stupid play here, and I go into my Melted because I was predicting like an earthquake or something, because I'm slacking off every other turn. So I predict the stupid play, I do the stupid play, and I switch out, I go into Melted, and he goes for the Endeavor. So now my Melted is useless and is at like 23 HP right now. So yeah, I'm gonna stay in while he goes into his, what does he go into? He goes into his Mew, and I might as well just go for an explosion just to be careful and whatnot. So he goes for a Thunderbolt. That's obviously going to take me out because I had 23 HP, and yeah. So I go back into my Slacking because Slacking's cool like that, and Slacking's going to go for that Shadow Ball because you all know that he has Shadow Ball because you see his moveset and all that other nonsense, which I should fix. So anyway, I go for the Shadow Ball, and the Shadow Ball is going to take out this Mew. It would have took out the Mew even if it had full HP because Slacking's a beast. So he has 3 Pokemon left. He goes to his Shuckles. Like, heck yes, you have that Shuckle, but not as good as my Shuckle. Because if you didn't see my Shuckle beat Lugia, and that was pretty beastly. So yeah. So I don't even know how many times to say so. Anyway, I just go into my Ninjab here. He goes for a Sludge Bomb. I'm like, bro, that's not how you use Shuckle, man. That is not how you use Shuckle. So I go for a Substitute, and I'm like, okay, he might want to switch, so that would be good for me. But he doesn't switch. He stays in, which was awkward and still good for me. He goes for a Sludge Bomb, and I already know that's not going to take out my sub because Shuckles suck in attack and special attack. So yeah, I go for a Swords Dance this turn, and so now I'm at like +2 attack and like +2 speed, I think. I have no idea what I'm doing here. So anyway, I'm basically gonna be setting up here, so I really have nothing else to talk about. So yeah, I guess I can be really quiet for a while. I'll just be quiet. Oh, wait. Hold on. I go for the baton pass that turn, and I go into my Miss Pokefan. So now Miss Pokefan's gonna have like a little big game sweep here, and if you don't know who Miss Pokefan is, yeah, you should go subscribe to her because she's pretty cool, and I'm pretty cool, and we're all pretty cool because we all hide away from things. So I go for an Earthquake with my Wailord, and Wailord does absolutely nothing to Shuckle because Shuckle is still a beast, even though this Wailord has like +6 attack right now and is beasting on everything. So the Wailord is just going to be a Wailord, and we're going to go for another Earthquake on the Shuckle, and that's going to take out the Shuckle because your Shuckle failed at life. So your Shuckle sucks, my Shuckle rules, get out of here. So we're gonna have this sweep like I already said, so it really doesn't matter. And yeah, so he goes into his Flareon, which has low HP already, so there's nothing to do. So I go for the return because this Wailord is returning all the love and care that I put into it, even though I just made the Pokemon and just put it in the box. So it doesn't really matter. I didn't really put any kind of love or caring into this Wailord. So I go for another return because it's returning everything I did for it. So the return does some things because I can't super affect that thing or like do stuff to it. He goes for Toxic, but he misses. It doesn't matter anyway because I have like, I don't even know, like 4 or 5 other pokes that I can come in and take it all the way down like a beast. So that was good game, Red, and I'll see you guys later.